My name is Colleen Pace. I am the Suicide Prevention Program Manager with CHADS Coalition for Mental Health. CHADS is a nonprofit agency that focuses on suicide prevention. Our mission is to save young lives through the advancement and awareness of depression and suicide.
I first learned about CHADS when I was a mentor teacher and a student had come to me looking for a way to help people with mental health.
Many of our students come from trauma. We have students who are at higher risk for suicide just because of the environment that they come from. CHADS is a wealth of information. There are options for educational activities for students as well as for parents, information that is current and appropriate and necessary.
A lot of times you might have somebody sitting there who has been suffering from depression and they don't even know that that's what they have. The CHADS Coalition presenter will come in and they will give the signs of suicide presentation. So they'll learn a little bit about CHADS Coalition, they'll learn a little bit about CHAD and why this even started, and then the signs and symptoms of someone who might be suffering from depression or anxiety, and then what they might see in their friend.
It taught me that when I was in high school that you have to watch out for these things because you don't even know how prominent it is until you get the training and then you go back to school and you realize that it's been going on all along, but you just weren't aware of it.
When CHADS came last year, they had the students fill out forms at the end of their presentation, and on the forms the students had to check, I don't need to talk to a counselor at this point, or I need to speak with a counselor sometime relatively soon, or I'm feeling suicidal, I need to speak with someone immediately. Out of all of our students, we had a fairly significant number who self-referred from those forms. These are students that we might not have picked up on had it not been for the presentation by CHADS.
We spoke to 29,528 students in the 2017-2018 school year. Of the students that we spoke to, 13.2% of them asked to speak to a counselor for themselves or a friend. That's 3,928 students that were connected to a counselor because of the SOS program.
I know that suicide is the second leading cause of death among adolescents. I think often parents have no idea how prevalent this is and how seriously it needs to be taken. I think sometimes they think, oh, they're teenagers, they're just being dramatic, I can blow this off. Or if they recognize that it's really serious, they don't really know where to turn or who to talk to, who to reach out to with these concerns.
CHADS Coalition has actually helped in my family because my son went to the same school where I teach, and he was going through some hard times and he was struggling. So I actually sent him to a counselor at CHADS Coalition, and he got through his own personal hard time and dealing with his own symptoms. And I can't, as a parent, I don't know where a lot of kids would be without CHADS Coalition.
As school employees and as parents, the more support we can get, the better. The more outside organizations that we can tap into for information and help and direction, the better off we are and the better off our students are ultimately.
I believe that everybody has big plans for their life. I just don't want people's minds to get in the way of their goals. The people that work from this program are awesome, and the goal that they have for this community is just remarkable. I think it needs to be shared everywhere. All of the information needs to be shared everywhere, and that people really need to know what to do to confront a person with suicide or depression.
Without the education, they don't even know that they have a problem. Getting that communication from student to student is really a huge part, and I think a very integral part of getting them help.
It's not easy to talk about suicide all day long, but when you hear one story about a student that's getting the help that they need, it's invigorating and it makes you want to keep doing it more and more. We thank everybody for all of the support that they have given CHADS in the past and ask that they continue to do so. The more support that we get, the more kids we are able to help. We hope to continue to do that and save those lives.